Cup action. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Taking a look at some numbers here for Jaden McDaniels.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Thunder, SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got 2 patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Now here's Wallace. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Holmgren. Fires from deep. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Picked by Gobert to the paint. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, and this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
This is a team they faced and overcame in last year's playoffs.
You're right, they took care of business against them in the conference finals. Now looking to do the same thing tonight.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's McDaniels. And in that game with Sacramento, he did not play well. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside, SGA. The Thunder with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Holmgren's gone 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Randall outside. Over Holmgren. Randall can't hit.
A 1 for 5 start so far. Not what they envisioned coming into this game.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randall, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. Oklahoma City in 5th.
These guys have been spacing the floor, spreading out the defense, and getting the three-point shots they want as opposed to settling for bad ones.
Pass to Edwards. Six to shoot. Pulls it from the corner. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Count it.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Edwards looking for an opening. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Gobert. Randall against Holmgren. Shoots a fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's Wallace. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Fourth in rebounding, and they've got a spot in the top 5 teams when it comes to points off turnovers. These guys never hesitate to make the most of any opportunity they get to turn sloppy ball handling into quick points.
And you love how they've controlled the glass at both ends. It takes a huge effort to out-rebound this club. Timberwolves trail by 10. Randall outside. Holmgren with the block.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Wallace, the pass to SGA. The baseline J. And it's Oklahoma City with another. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Pass to Holmgren. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Right around the quarter mark of the season, Clark, rookies seem to be finding their footing out there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Every rookie is a little different, but usually around the quarter pole of the season, you start to get a feel for how you need to go about your work. It's a tough adjustment, but once it locks in, you're on your way.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side, and while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority. They made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Now here's Wallace. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Hartenstein with a screen on Randall. Down low. Minnesota with a rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. Dort outside. Here's SGA. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket of the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Cason Wallace.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
First free throw is good. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And here's Randall. No points so far. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. And stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Randall deciding where to go with it. McDaniels, a screen on Holmgren. Randall finds Edwards from 12 feet. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Edwards. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Back to DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Pass to Wallace. Holmgren outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. This one for 3. That shot off. Timberwolves trail by 12. Outside, McDaniels. Now Gobert. For 3, Randall. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Dagnall said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, he's only 1 for 8 so far, but perhaps that bucket can give him a confidence boost.
Back to Wallace. Pass to Dort. And here's SGA. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
He's been aggressive right from the tip, but it's resulted in only 2 buckets off of 9 attempts.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Randall can't hit.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Goes up on the wing. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And SGA throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
1 minute left in the first quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And here's Edwards outside. Hartenstein pulls it in.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Randall. And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards. Holmgren, the pass to SGA. From 18 feet away. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 15. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Minnesota. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Clark. Pass to Dillingham. Here's the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Wiggins passes to Mitchell. There's a screen by Wiggins. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Caruso outside. Clark grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 12. To the middle. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Here's Mitchell. His last outing, he had 20. Inside, here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Randall. With the fadeaway. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Randall.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
And here's Wiggins. Now here's Williams. Back to Wiggins. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Randall. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Clark, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Steps back. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. Conley passes to Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Now here's Mitchell. Up and over Conley. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Reed. Over Williams. Reed, good. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Caruso. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Dillingham. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Randall outside. Conley, a screen on Wiggins. Randall, the pass to Edwards. The putback. Oh, Gobert cleans it up. Wow.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Wiggins passes to Wallace. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Down low. Here's Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randall's got 9.
Every night, Randall draws a ton of contact, and he dishes it out, too.
Here's Wallace. 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Dort against Randall. Shoots. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
SGA passes to Wiggins. Here's Wallace. Hartenstein with it. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And here's SGA outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. Right wing. Outside Edwards. From downtown, Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight. Wiggins, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Fades. Randall can't hit.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Wiggins passes to Dort. Pass to SGA. 11 feet out. SGA using that size.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. DiVincenzo with it. Hartenstein covering. From deep. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Reed. DiVincenzo's got 6 points. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 14.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a 37-point game against Portland.
And he lived at the line. They could not find a way to stop him without fouling. And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Minnesota with the ball. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Reed can't hit.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Just 3 to shoot. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Pass to Reed, and here's Edwards to the wing, right side. Outside Reed, three-pointer, and the three-pointer goes. Reed's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Takes a 3, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing, and then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly, and then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, his offensive production has certainly been there, averaging 32 a game. Holmgren outside. Here's Wallace. On target from range. Wallace has got 10.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5, and he gets that one. He's got 7.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves substitution, number 10, Mike Conley.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Wallace outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. The dive for the ball, and the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll match up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Back to Reed. A minute 4 left in the second period. Thunder leading by 8. Holmgren, the pass to SGA. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Reed, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Poke loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. First one falls for him.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Both free throws good from Holmgren.
Honestly, the only thing that slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
Reed in the post. He's covered by Holmgren. Reed can't hit.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Here's SGA. Kicks it out to Holmgren for 3. No good there. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder. With the way this game is shaping up, we could be looking at extended garbage time.
This thing's out of hand. We're going to need garbage time for garbage time. I call that garbageception.
Garbage time for garbage time? What? How does that even work? What, do you put the people in the stands in the game?
It means me and you one-on-one. Get your shoes on, King. I'm tired of you talking to me crazy.
First of all, I ain't garbage, but this will be fun.
And shifting gears, back to the half we just watched. SGA, outstanding.
Gilgeous-Alexander is doing everything. Has total control of the offense. Reminds me of my good friend Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Shaq, you didn't have to. But yeah, I wish I had his height when I was playing. I'll tell you, that would have been fun.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Down by 12. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Reed's checked in for Gobert. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Randall against Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Randall outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. The shake. Big Chet throwing it down.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Here's Randall. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Brian, back to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's SGA. Pass to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now here's Wallace. Puts up a 3. Some solid defense from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 14. McDaniels, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall outside. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And what better time to look at the team scoring the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 1, the Thunder.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Randall outside. 2 on the clock. And it's Randall with the jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Thunder leading by 12. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
And he hits the first of 3.
You know, what makes Julius Randle special is his versatility. I mean, he can play big and move fast out there, and he can guard and outplay a number of positions as well.
Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's a pick. SGA explodes to the rim.
They're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Now Randall. 16 points for him. Pass to Reed. Here's Edwards. The three is up. Fires in the triple. Edwards has got 10.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's SGA. He's got 22. Wallace's shot is good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Up top, Randall. He's covered by Holmgren. Reed, a screen on Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Fade away. Randall can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Now here's Wallace. He's got 12. Dort, a screen on Edwards. Wallace. Three-pointer, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Reed, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Gobert's checked in for Reed. And let's go courtside. There's some news on Rudy Gobert. What are they telling you, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves provided some information, and this one not something you hear often, a pinched nerve in his elbow. But from the sound of it, it's much more than just a funny bone. All indications are that he's able to play through it, and while this injury doesn't seem to be a lingering one, it's still something to monitor.
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
Minnesota again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Holmgren. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Sinks the tray.
That's his second made three, first of this half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 24. Wallace outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 13. Pass to Randall. Now McDaniels. Outside Edwards. The three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries it from the top of the key. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards for 3. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. McDaniels with a steal. And that one is hammered home.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
Thunder leading by 8. SGA passes to Hartenstein. On the wing, SGA. Dort for 3. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got 6 assists here tonight.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Minnesota with the ball. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And stolen by Holmgren. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. At one point, they led by 16. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Here is DiVincenzo. Shot to stop the run. Hits a three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 9.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Door to screen on Randall. Inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
It's so nice to see a young star creating for another guy. Holmgren making good use of the pick and roll.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. From the arc. And it's Randall that time on the assist from Edwards. Randall's got 11 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. It's tipped and stolen by Hartenstein. It's Dort on the wing. Cranks it down right on Anthony Edwards. Goodness.
Oh, wow. Dort just going off, making a big show of how athletic he can be.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Conley. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Outside for Dort. Gets the 3 to fall. Dort's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Can they get it? And it's good on the lay-in. McDaniels got 6 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Wallace outside. And there's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 14.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
.143 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Conley. Back to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Mitchell's checked in for Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Wiggins. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
And Minnesota making a change here. Freeman's checked in. Here's Conley. No made baskets yet. Reed, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Conley. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Number 20,
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams, a screen on Conley. And that one's good. SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Conley looking for an opening. Down low. They need this. And Reed with a lay-in. And it's 9 points here for Naz Reid.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And so it's Oklahoma City. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dillingham out there with Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. From deep, Conley. The Thunder pull it in.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Randall. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, VA, we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
shooting for Minnesota, Julius Randle. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Randall.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Wiggins with a screen on Conley. SGA good. SGA's got 28 points for the game.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And here's Conley. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Clark. For three, Randall gets the three ball to go. Randall's got 17 now, just in the second half.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just one in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Thunder leading by 22. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. That one goes in.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Reed to screen on Wiggins. Here's Randall. Mitchell grabs the miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. It's Wiggins on the wing. Offline with a 3.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And here's Clark for 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Clark's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Dillingham. Here's Wiggins. Caruso outside. Wiggins with a screen on Clark. Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008. Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Reed. The kick out to Conley. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 from Minnesota.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Here's Randall. 1 more point puts him at 30 for the game.
He came in ready to work.
Edwards with it. Now Wiggins defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Lou Dort comes in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Mitchell. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Thunder leading by 22. Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Rejected by Holmgren.
I mean, what an incredible reach he has. Holmgren should strike fear into any shooter when he's on the floor.
Minnesota's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Off target from outside. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. McDaniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
He misses the free throw. Clark, you think about current NBA players. Which do you see becoming head coaches down the line?
Well, I think Chris Paul is an obvious answer. He's had so many leadership roles, not only on his team, but throughout the league. Mike Conley has great temperament, has been a tremendous mentor to other players, and is also a guy who has shown great leadership capability. Perhaps C.J. McCollum, a Northeast Ohio guy as well, because of leadership he's shown in the NBPA. So those are 3 that come to mind right away.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo with a steal. Gobert passes to Randall. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. With the step back, here's Wallace, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Minnesota again missing. Thunder leading by 23. Dort for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Randall. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to SGA. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points here in the second half.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Back to Randall. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And he drops the first.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell's subbed in for Wallace. No good on the second free throw.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. SGA against DiVincenzo. Caruso, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's SGA, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Randall. Pass to Gobert. And it's Randall that time on the assist by Gobert. And that is 31 points for Julius Randle. And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 60% for the game. SGA passes to Mitchell. Back to SGA. Shot clock at 5. No luck on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. For 3, Randall drills it from deep. Randall's got 34.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Mitchell with the ball. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. They have a 19-point lead. Soft touch off the glass. SGA's got 10 points in the quarter.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now SGA. Pass to Wiggins. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
At the line for your Oklahoma City's Aaron Wiggins. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against Minnesota.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
And Minnesota with possession here. Pass to Dillingham. To the middle. Stolen by Mitchell. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And Mitchell with the slam.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.